I finally have time to stream because all the noise is gone, and I couldn't stream in the morning because it was way too loud. They fixed all the pipes and all around the house, and they're hammering and sawing and make screeching noise, cutting metal and stuff like that, and it was horrible. But now they're finished and I can stream and can work on my fantasy project a bit more. Kind of, yeah. They changed the gas counters in the apartments and noticed that all the pipes were really old, and the last checkup was about 20 years ago or so, and they need to change everything, and that's why there's no gas at the moment. It's completely turned off for the whole house, and they need to change almost every tube, check every apartment and fix everything. So that's kind of annoying, but in the end it will be better. Yeah, let's run through the area a bit and I can show you what I have done so far. A lot of it no, let's not just... Let's show you the overall map first. And that's the map, and most of it I generated with Gaia Stamper system, where you can stamp terrain assets and put them together, and then you can run so-called spawners for textures, game objects, trees and grass. And then I started placing props in different areas where I have more control over them, and then removed grass in areas, placed fences, made that small campfire over here where Derek the goblin and a 3D version of myself are just sitting and standing right next to the fire. And then if we run down this path, which I need to clear from grass, need to cut the grass down in this area here, and Nox. That was quite an old action RPG, right? Kind of like Diablo. No, I just placed the model there just to have sense of scale for all the rest. And but I don't I haven't created any of these environment models. They're all part of it's 3D Forge and his interior and exterior kits, and I just placed some of them in there. The blacksmith, for instance, I've taken from his packs. And yeah, if you when you get Gaia, you have some effects you can throw in, like camera effects and lighting for different times of day. If I can turn this to morning light, and my camera has a lot of effects on it. Inspector. Screen space, ambient illusion, bloom, depth of field, global fog, tone mapping, vignette with parameters predefined by the Gaia creator, and I will fix them at some point. I sorry, I made some student projects so far, nothing really published and really good, I would say, but that's a matter of taste and debatable. That's the first kind of game I made. And then that's the second one. I did level design for this one, but those are all student projects, and the second project is was with more experienced art students and a team of 10 people, and this platformer was with 5 people, all game designers, and another 10-person project, also experienced guys, and me helping out with a bit of coding in this one. And then here I made the coding lead and helped out with level design a bit for this game. And this one is mostly my own. The models for the environment I didn't make, but I created the characters. As you can see, they are quite crappy. And this was part of a project I made. I made a dialogue editor and a point-and-click adventure. C#. I'm coding in C#. And the what I called it adventure toolkit, I will port that over to Unity 5 at some point and use it for this game as well. But it was created in Unity 4.3, I think, or 4.5, around that time, and I haven't fixed it yet for the new UI system, so it's completely broken at the moment, and at some point I need to fix that and change it to the new UI system, and so that I can work with that more properly. If you want to have a look yourself, here you go. There's the link to my blog, and you can go through, have a look at the projects there. And the first game project I made was was a mod for Dragon Age, and I don't think I have any proper screenshots for it here. Maybe. No, sadly no screenshots here. And yeah, you can have a look at all of this if you want, and a bit of background information for myself, and yeah, I did a lot of pen and paper role playing. That's also one of the reasons why this exists. At the end of last year, around the holidays, I played a one-session adventure with some friends. Yeah. and we played in a world that the brother of the wife of one of my friends, created, and it was quite humorous. We were hired by a dwarf to find a magical mug that would turn any liquid you pour into it into a magic liquid, and we were then on the quest of the Holy Ale, and started in a village, walked around the mountainside, fought with some bandits in a thick forest, and ended up in a brewery at the end, where we found the mug in a secret room. And I have made the interior of the brewery as well, but the lighting is kind of off in this one, so I need to change the lighting there. And there are few, it's way too dark, and I need to add more lights, and the kitchen is completely dark because I, for some reason, didn't place any lights in here. But the brewery was overrun by goblins, and our bard charmed one of them, who is sadly not showing up here, but that was the green guy that was sitting at the fire in the exterior world. And the Goblin King was in the basement, and we fought with him here around the brewery vats that are just resized barrels at the point, because I don't have the proper assets. And then we chased them down through storage room and fought with them in a cave that was adjacent to it, and then we sealed off the cave so that they can't come back into the brewery. And we kind of said that we would use the brewery for ourselves. It was designed by a friend of mine, and I built it in Unity myself. And the cave here is made with the same asset packs I used for the rest of my interiors and exteriors, and it's kind of prefab, but I changed stuff around in it. And this was the secret room where we found the mug, and then gave it back to the dwarf. And that's kind of where we ended the game. Yep. And because we didn't bother much with the upper floors, and the ground floor and the upper floors, I designed them myself a bit. So I added a few in rooms upstairs, double bedroom, group room here, and some living quarters for an innkeeper down here. And this small room here is Derek's room. That's where the charmed goblin lives and manages the inn for us. Yep. Where is it? Yeah, it's done with the village exterior and village interior kit. Come on. Load. Village interior kits for all the interior stuff. But I haven't done proper lighting for the interior yet. So